Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Longest Journey. Now, I originally intended this to be my first Let's Play, but back then I was using Fraps and it wouldn't work with this game for some reason. So instead, I made my first playthrough Return to Castle Wolfenstein. But anyway, I've had a hell of a tough time trying to get this thing to work on Windows 10, but so far it works. Um, one thing that I want to talk to you guys about is that this is actually the first game in the trilogy. There's The Longest Journey, this game, then there's Dreamfall, The Longest Journey, and then the third one, Dreamfall Chapters. Now, I've only played the first two. I haven't even played the third one. Now, the thing that I want to talk about is that this game is dialogue heavy, and the puzzles are a bit, well, they're not obvious. Well, the thing is that most of the adventure games during the 90s and early 2000s, the puzzles in them were just crazy. But anyway, let's just get started.
So, you've come to hear me tell a story, have you?
If you please, we would love to hear one of your stories. You have seen so much. You have lived so long.
Oh, so good of you to remind me of my age, child. No, don't worry. I am an old woman, but I've lived a long and fulfilling life, and I do have stories to tell. Which story would you like to hear?
A true one. A true story.
All my stories are true, child. There are enough fairy tales in the worlds already. There's no need for me to make up more, believe me.
Tell us the story of the balance, then.
You want the story of the balance? Oh, that's a long story, child, and not one I'd venture to tell at this hour. But perhaps I could tell you a story that I heard a long time ago. A story that became a crucial turning point in the history of the balance. And that set in motion wheels that, to this day, are still turning.
Please, yes, that does sound like a story we'd like to hear.
Very well. This story, like all good stories, begins where it ends. In a tower, in a realm that is no more.
I feel like that's supposed to be a Dark Tower reference.
tell me I'm dreaming again. You know, for once, just once, it would be nice to have a decent night's sleep without waking up screaming from a bad dream at 4 a.m.
Anyway, this is April Ryan, and we're going to be playing as her throughout the rest of the game. Now we can look around. Let's look at the landscape.
Postcard pretty. Real life never looked this good.
And we can have her look at herself.
In my undies. That's so not appropriate.
Could be worse. But anyway, before I continue on, I forgot to mention, like I said, that this game is pretty dialogue heavy, and so instead of doing my usual 30-minute videos, I'm going to do like an hour. It's not even going to be an hour, probably longer. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do an entire chapter. But for this video, I'm going to do the prologue and chapter 1 in its entirety. And then I'll do the other chapters in other days. So for right now, let's get going.
What's happening? Oh, perfect. I guess if I don't do something to save that egg, I'll suffer 7 years of bad karma or something.
Not exactly. Let's take a look at
It
it.
looks reptilian, but it can't be. It's much, much too big, and I don't much care for reptiles.
Pick it up.
Did that sound come from the egg? Boy, that's some chick. I don't think I can get a good grip on it. It's too big and slippery, and I might drop it by accident.
Now, what reptile do we know that's big enough to lay that egg? It doesn't have to be, real life.
The egg got caught between those roots. It's a long way down.
I accidentally clicked when I was talking. Alright, let's look at the nest.
It's a nest, padded with large scales, very large scales. For some strange reason, I have a feeling I should get the hell out of here before the tenants return.
Let's
This
grab
is
one of them.
interesting. I've never seen a scale this size before. I'll keep it as a souvenir. I'm an artist, not a botanist, but I'm pretty certain this tree is dead. Close to it.
Let's take the twig from it.
Oh, the suffering we must endure.
What?
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing us?
Torturing you? Who are you?
We are the voice of all trees, the spirit of wood and leaf.
You're a talking tree?
No, a tree does not talk. At least not in your tongue. The tongue of trees is the language of wood, root, and leaf.
Who are you then?
Like we said, we are the voice of all trees. Whenever an injustice is done, we must speak for the tree if we are present.
Oh, so you're a
It's the
Lorax.
branch. I shouldn't have broken the branch off.
Oh, what does it matter anyway? There is nothing more to be done for us. We are simply here to provide comfort in the final passing to Earth.
We? I only see one of you.
We are one with our host, as we are all one spirit, but legion.
Yeah, thanks for clearing that up.
We do not expect you to understand. You are human.
What happened to the tree?
Oh, the pain. As the battle raged, we...
Battle?
Between the Mother and Black Chaos. She was only protecting her child, but it would not back down, and the force of their battle shook the mountain. The brook that fed us was led astray, and without water, we began to wither and die.
What's the deal with the egg?
Egg? What egg? Oh, of course, the child. Whenever the mother was absent, we were entrusted with the safety of the child. But now, withered and without strength, we can do nothing to help. We have failed the mother, and we despair. Our shame knows no bounds.
Who are you again?
We are the Wood Spirit. We come to all trees in the hour of great need to provide comfort and aid in the passing to earth, and to give a voice to those who suffer. Our time is running out as we speak. The passing to earth is about to begin. Leave us now.
What about the egg?
Oh, it is too late. Without sustenance, we do not have the strength to bring it safely home. We have failed, and the earth will know our shame for all time to come.
Are you always this glum?
We are here because it is too late. The passing has begun. Leave us, please.
Isn't there anything I can do to help?
Oh, we do not expect a human to come to our aid.
Lose the attitude, okay? Just tell me if there's anything I can do.
It is futile. We need water, but there is none. Not after the brook changed course.
I'll find a way. Don't panic.
We do not panic. Unlike you, we accept our destiny. If, however, against all odds, you do succeed, we will carry the child safely back into its nest. Do not make a foolish attempt on your own. It would spell certain misery.
Okay, our goal is to somehow get water to him so he'll put the egg back in the nest. Well, it sounds like there's water over here.
Fresh mountain water. Back in the real world, they'd probably charge $15 a bottle for this.
$15 for bottled water? Honestly, I shouldn't be surprised, honestly.
According to the, spirit, there was some kind of battle that split the rock and changed the course of the stream.
Okay, well, let's see what we have in our inventory up here. Okay, we got a scale and a branch. See if we can combine these two together.
I think I just made a funnel. Cool. I'm so proud of myself.
Well, what do you know? Alright, let's use it on the stream.
This should do the trick.
I'm pretty sure that's not how water works, but then again, we're kind of in a fantasy world, so...
Talk about instant rehab.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Leave us be.
Are you okay?
We find our strength returned, and so we have no time for idle conversation. We must drink and rejoice.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Yeah.
Hush, listen. The song of ancient wood. Is it not sweet?
The baby.
Sweet. Definitely. Yeah. The baby's probably ready to boogie down as well.
The baby. Oh, the egg. Thanks, dear. We almost forgot.
Uh-oh. What? What was that?
That was Mama.
Uh-oh.
It is you. You have come.
You know me?
April, daughter, I have been waiting for you.
Waiting. Why?
Because it begins here, with you, as it always has.
What do you mean?
The breach and the mending, the pain and the joy, the end of the old and the dawn of the new. A different world. I am the mother of what is, but you are the mother of a future that may yet be.
How will I know? How will I know what to do?
I will guide you, and I will protect you as much as I can. But in the end, you are on your own.
I'm afraid.
You always were, my child, my daughter.
This is probably not a good thing.
And there we go. Chapter 1.
What a nightmare. I'm completely exhausted. I must have been tossing and turning all night. So hot in here, too. No wonder I keep having these weird dreams. I've basically been simmering in my own sweat every night this past week. Doesn't look like it's gonna cool down anytime soon, either. It's another sunny day in Newport. Well, it's a good thing the studio's got proper air conditioning. I promised myself I was going to spend most of the day working, and I don't intend to break that promise. Not this time.
Alright. Well, let's see what we have in our inventory now. Okay, this is a cash card. Basically, it's a, well, to put it bluntly, it's a credit card. Let's take a look at it.
My cash card at the moment is really quite useless. There can't be more than $1 or $2 left in it.
I know that feeling.
I'm not good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine despite months of neglect.
Alright, let's look out the window.
It's a seagull. The poor guy looks quite hungry. Whatever those pipes are spewing out, I know one thing for sure. It ain't water.
Yeah.
I still haven't figured out what runs through the canals in Venice, but I'm sure it can't be water.
It's shit. or radioactive sewage.
It's a rusty old grill, kept afloat by a rubber ducky. It's a rubber ducky, helplessly trapped under that rusty old grill.
Can we do anything with this chain? No. How about this? A clothesline. Can we untie it? Yes, we can. That was useless.
Spiky.
Now, I'm probably not going to remember every single puzzle in this game because it's been an awfully long time since I played this. But anyway, let's just back out. See if we can get April dressed.
Alright, so my wardrobe's sort of chic deficient, but I can't afford to be cutting edge. Useful, practical, and cheap is my shopping mantra. I could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get a house and fill it with all kinds of new junk. The past, who needs it? It's a bunch of drawings I drew when I was a kid. I don't even know why I brought them here. They mean absolutely nothing to me. An empty cardboard box. That's so not interesting.
Well, not exactly. There's a little something here. Toy monkey.
It's Constable Guybrush, my toy Oh, ape. He doesn't much like being called monkey.
Guybrush, huh? Let's take a look at him.
Constable Guybrush is a strange hybrid between man, ape, and musician. In addition to being an officer of the law, of course.
Well, naturally.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Hands up! Spread your legs! And do the monkey!
Mildly amusing, but irritating as hell. I'll shut him up now.
Looks like his eye's falling off.
I think one of his eyes is falling out.
I just said that, April.
The eye came loose. Poor Constable Guybrush.
Well, maybe his eye will come in handy. You never know.
Sorry, Guybrush, but I need to borrow your eye for a while.
Okay. Let's take a look around some more. Shelves. Okay. Shelves.
That's my desk, so theoretically, that's where I'm supposed to do my work. I think my muse has departed me for greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best.
Yeah, April's a artist.
It's just a chair.
Yeah, shelves.
Still just shelves.
Yep.
Still just shelves.
Yeah.
I had to borrow some posters from the cafe because I just can't afford to buy any of my own. When I think about it, it's so depressing.
I don't have posters at home. Alright. Let's look at the, what's this?
The should be reading more, but life's too short generation. We embrace our illiteracy. The last book I read was How to Seduce the Man of Your Dreams. Now, if I can just find a man to dream about, I'll be all set. That's my work. It's supposed to be a portrait of my life study teacher, but I think he might disagree. That fan is supposed to keep the room nice and cool in the summer. Sure, yeah, it's at least, 1/4 of a degree cooler in here when it's on.
Okay,
What? I got something on my face?
Sorry.
Is my hair okay? What are you looking at?
Alright, let's take a look at the picture
it's a
here.
Picture of me and my friends.
Okay, can we take it? Oh, there we go. Let's take a look at it.
It's a picture of Charlie, Emma, and me in Florence Park. Marcus took it about a month ago before it got real hot.
And we have the diary. I can talk to it?
Dear Diary, note to self. Dreams of talking trees and dragons aside, it's still no excuse for talking to inanimate matter in the real world. So quit it.
Okay. Now, the diary isn't really important, but it will actually include some backstory and some objectives on what you need to do. Let's take a look at it first while we're here. So anyway, let's look at it. What's this? Timesheet?
I've been keeping a diary intermittently since I was 5 years old. Not the same one, of course. I started this one, I think, April of this year. There's a loose sheet of paper in here.
Yeah, obviously, but...
Hey, it's my timesheet from the cafe. I completely forgot I put it in here. Good thing I found it, because I'm broke.
Yeah, you said $2. Oh, right, that's right. I remember. You actually got to go through the options menu here to access April's diary. Okay. Get ready, folks. We're going to be reading a lot. April 14th, 2209, a Friday, so in the future. Happy birthday to me, the big 1-8. Join us, right? Well, not to sound like a complete spoil sport, but 18 feels kind of like 17, only I can buy a gun and pilot a hovercraft. I kind of figured that the number 18 would cast a light into the deep dark chasm of my soul and reveal some grand truth about the universe, like the meaning of life, or at least some explanation as to why all guys are complete idiots. Okay. But no, nothing. I'm the same person today that I was yesterday. No difference. Same old boring April, stuck in the same old boring life. Which of course does make me realize something important. I just have to get out of here soon. I have to leave. There's nothing here for me. No future. And a past I prefer to forget, and I know where I want to go. The Venice Academy of the Visual Arts in Newport. God knows if they'll accept me into their fall program, but I have to try. Sarah went out there last year, and she's agreed to let me stay at her place for a short while, until I can get a job in an apartment. Writing about leaving is both scary and exciting. It's scary because I've never really been on my own before. I've never been to Newport. And of course I'm scared that good old daddy will find out and force me to stay. Not that he can, but he will certainly try. On the other hand, it's really exciting too. I can't imagine anything that beats starting my own life in a place like Venice. From what I've seen and heard, it looks great. There are lots of little cafes and crisscrossing canals just like in the real Venice in Italy, and most of the people who live there are young and creative and not afraid to look or sound or be different, which will make a nice change from this place. Well, she said Newport earlier. April 22nd. Today I called the academy and asked them about their admission requirements, and they told me to bring some of my work in when you arrive. They don't really have any specific requirements, only that you're talented and dedicated and hardworking. The lady I spoke to sounded nice, but she didn't make any promises. She told me there are a lot of applicants and only a limited amount of spaces. I know my work's good, even though I haven't had much training, and I'm definitely dedicated and hardworking, so why am I still nervous? It's natural. May 1st. I'm sorry I haven't kept up with events in this diary, but with my exams and everything else going on right before graduation, I haven't had the time. I know, bad excuse. I'll just have to take time out too. And I'll definitely keep my diary up to date from now on. Why do I get the feeling that's going to be a long time? Yep, May 25th. 3 weeks of complete silence. I'll look back at my previous diaries and I wonder, where the hell did I find the time to write so much so often? Oh well, I'll try to remember what's been going on these past few weeks. I passed all of my exams with straight A's, of course, J, and tomorrow morning I'm leaving home. Yes, I'm making the leap into the great unknown. I'm never coming back here. I withdrew all my money from the bank, $2,190, and I've packed a suitcase and a bag with my clothes and work samples and books and everything else I can't do without. Unfortunately, I have to leave so much. My old toys, Some of the bigger canvases, my screen. It's not like I can have Mom ship them or anything. I'm leaving a letter for my family, but I'm not telling them where I'm going. 18 years under constant scrutiny is enough. I really don't want to carry any of that crap with me into my new life. Alright. Strangely enough, when I was packing this morning, I suddenly remembered something I'd forgotten a long time ago. When I was a kid, I kept all my drawings in a box under the floorboards so my dad wouldn't find them and berate me for wasting my time. The box was right where I put it, more than 6 years ago. I didn't feel like looking up any of the drawings right away, so I wrapped the box up and stuck it in my bag. I'll open it when I get to Venice. I don't think this is the right time for nostalgic reminiscence about my childhood, but I'm glad I remembered to pack the box. So, tonight's the night. I'm sneaking out of here at 4 a.m. to catch the train to Greenvale, and from there on to the big city itself, Newport. At dinner tonight, I'll see Mom, Dad, Daniel, and Owen for the last time in a long while. I don't really care if I ever see Dad again, but I feel sorry for Mom. She doesn't seem to care much for me, but I know she'll miss me. I know she'll feel very guilty for turning a blind eye to the way he treated me throughout all those years. As for Danny and Owen, I don't really know. Danny's an asshole. He could theoretically improve, though I doubt he wants to. As for Owen, he's still a kid. He might turn out okay, but as long as Dad's in control, I'm not too optimistic. I'm going to a pond tonight to say goodbye. I haven't been there in a long while, not since that crazy day. Well, I had to see it one last time or I'll never get out of my head. As for my friends, I don't really want to say anything. I'll mail them when I get to Newport, to Venice. So this is the last entry I write here in this house, in this room. In some strange way I can't really understand. I'll miss it. Not much. But I did grow up here. I did spend 18 years, oh my god, in this place, and that's not soon forgotten or ignored. I don't want to feel bad for what I'm doing, but I can't help it. I do feel bad, a little, but more than anything, I'm excited about what tomorrow will bring. I believe I might actually be happy. Imagine that. Friday, July 28th, 2209. Way too early in the morning, and I won't even try to describe the dream I had last night. Like, enough with the fairy tales already. I need to start dreaming about boys and shopping. You know, the important things in life. It just dawned on me that the student exhibition appears in less than 2 weeks. My painting, I mean that in the broadest sense of the word, is not even close to being presentable. Even that's an overstatement. All I have is a blank canvas, and while that may fool some people, like in whoa, what an expressive statement of nothingness, it won't fool my teachers. So today I have to put in a solid 6 hours of work at the studio and just hope that inspiration will strike me like lightning from the sky. It could happen. So yeah, this is the recent one. So basically we just gotta head to the studio and finish that friggin' painting. Alright. Let's get out of here.
I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
Yeah, like I've been trying to do.
Hey, babe. Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
Zach, listen, I've got to run, and...
What's going on, April? How you been?
I don't really have time to hang around.
Then how about hanging out with me tonight? A few raptures, some hot dancing. Did I tell you I got a VIP pass to the pavilion? Those things are hard to come by, babe.
Sounds like good fun, but not tonight.
Hey, whenever. Just don't expect me to be waiting around for you forever. No chick is worth that heartache. See you around.
Yeah. This is Zach, number
What
one.
an asshole.
Yeah. That is Zach, number one douchebag of all time. Anyway. Look at this plant, maybe?
Organic plastic. It grows, and it converts carbon dioxide into oxygen, just like real plants, but it doesn't need nourishment of any kind. Convenient, but disturbing.
So, fake plant. Can I do something with it? Now, okay. I don't know what this does, honestly, because I've actually picked this and it doesn't really do anything. You can't combine it with anything. It's not used as a puzzle.
It's
It's
a leaf of
just
organic plastic. It grows. It converts carbon dioxide into oxygen,
you said
but
that.
it doesn't need water or sun.
Yes. But yeah, it's just there for no reason. Free access terminal. Well, let's look at Zach's apartment.
That's Zach's room. I've never been in there, and I pray I never will.
Well, we're not going to knock on it.
It's a fact, as in FACT, Free Access Terminal.
Talk to it.
Voice interface is not installed. Please use the touchscreen interface to communicate with this free access terminal.
Oh, okay.
Why not consider a very reasonable upgrade? In addition to a voice interface, True Holo display technology and Instacredit compatibility.
No, I'll just use my hands, thanks.
You are missing out on a great opportunity. If you upgrade now...
Hold on. You understood that. You have a voice interface installed already. Why would I pay to have another one installed?
Current voice interface is for sales purposes only. If you take advantage of this very affordable upgrade today...
No, really. This terminal doesn't belong to me.
Noted. Please refrain from voice communication in the future, or you will be reported to the FACT FUB and charged for processing time.
FUB?
Fair Use Bureau. They are authorized to carry deadly arms.
Well, whatever. Sorry.
Well, in the year 2209, EA is apparently still around and have gone into making computers, apparently. Okay.
I like my outfit.
No.
It's inexpensive, but cool.
I'm just trying to click over there. Interact with Charlie's apartment.
His place is twice as big as mine, with a private bathroom and a huge bed. I guess he likes his creature comforts.
Can we go in?
Nobody home.
Well, we can't go into, either of these. I'm not going to talk to Zach, because fuck him. So let's just head downstairs. Okay. Let's take a look around here.
More fans. Proper air conditioning was apparently never a viable alternative for the contractor.
Apparently not.
It's a chair. The omnipresent screen. I don't pretend to know how it works, but all the data apparently passes through tiny little black holes in the fabric of our dimension. That really freaks me out when I think about it.
And apparently it's showing the all screensaver channel, apparently.
Emma picked this table up at a flea market for $10 last month. That's $9 more than it's worth. Shelves.
More shelves.
They really knew how to design tacky furniture back in the late 22nd century.
Anyway, let's look at the corkboard.
Annual summer blowout at the Fringe Cafe, Friday, August 4th, 8 p.m. Free food. Live performances by Royne Dale. Harlequin Masquerade. The Go-Getters. Tickets available at the bar. $10 only. Spread the word.
And Monkey.
Look, it's Monkey Boy.
Okay, it's Monkey Boy, apparently.
Pizza and movie night, Monday, July 31st. BYOS. BYO what? Soap?
I don't know.
Be considerate. Keep the volume down after 11 p.m. Fiona. San Francisco. Love to go there someday. Someday soon, hopefully. Common room duty roster, July 27th. April and Emma. Oh, joy. Manual labor. My favorite.
Okay, anything else? No?
I'm sorry. Big sweaty jocks do not turn me on. I'll take a nerd any day.
Well, you are one of the minority, April. Pink note.
I can't tell what that note's saying as long as it's up there. Fiona's handwriting is not particularly legible.
You read everything else just fine. Alright, let's look at this.
Found. A gold ring under the common room sofa. If it's yours, let me know. But no false claims, please. Fiona. I did lose a gold ring a few weeks ago. I hope this is the one. I'll have to ask Fiona about it.
What was that? Oh yeah, that sound effect is when something important happens or you triggered something important. I don't know. Well, it didn't add anything to the diary. Anything new, obviously. Alright, let's pick up the matchbook. Because we'll never know when we need it. And obviously it's an adventure game, so we gotta pick up anything that's nailed down. Alright, let's talk to Fiona.
That's Fiona, my landlady. She's alright. Morning, Fiona.
Good morning, darling. You're up early.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little pale.
Yeah, why not?
I had a bad nightmare.
Again? Well, you're not the only one, darling. Mickey woke me up screaming in the middle of the night. She wouldn't go back to sleep until I made her a cup of herbal tea.
Nightmares?
Apparently, but she refuses to tell me what they were. I think she's embarrassed.
That doesn't sound like Mickey.
I know, darling. Don't tell her I said so, but I've never seen her so agitated in my life. She scared the hell out of me.
I don't know why I have nightmares. I guess they could be stress-related. After all, the exhibition's right around the corner.
Oh, yes, the school exhibition. How's that going?
God, don't ask. I have no idea how I'm going to finish my painting on time. I haven't felt inspired in ages.
I think you work too hard, darling. You need to relax once in a while. Live. Enjoy your youth. There's inspiration to be found in hedonism, you know.
No, I don't know, but apparently you do.
I'm an authority on the subject, darling. Ask Mickey. She'll tell you I don't lift a finger around the place unless I absolutely have to.
Where's my mouse? There it is.
Where's everybody this morning?
Mickey's tied up in the basement. Mind you, she's not literally tied up, of course, although that is a tempting thought.
Ooh.
Are you getting into your sexual fantasies here, Fiona? Because it's a little too early in the morning for that, don't you think?
Sorry, I just can't help myself. Anyway, the plumbing is... You probably noticed when you took a shower, yeah? There's no hot water. So Mickey's working on that. Getting knee-deep in putrid canal water is her job, thank God.
What about Charlie? He up yet?
No, he's still sleeping, and Emma just went to bed. I saw her come in when I was making breakfast. Do you know who she's seeing now?
I don't know. Some guy?
Those lads I see her with, darling. She's too good for those arseholes. I wish she'd find herself a man who'd treat her right for once.
She hasn't had much luck with love, no?
She's a magnet for creeps, and she's so pretty. They prey on her, you know, bastards.
I've tried to talk to her about it, but Emma's impulsive. She doesn't listen.
She's just as headstrong as you and me, darling, but I'm sure she'll be all right. She's smart and resourceful, and not afraid to speak up for herself.
Stupid mouse. Where is it? There we go.
Shouldn't you be outside enjoying the good weather?
You joking? Bollocks to that. I'll stay inside until September, thank you very much. It's too bloody hot.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
Tell me about Emma.
Emma? Why, she's your best friend, darling. I don't know what to tell you that you don't already know. You girls are so close.
That's true. The day we met, we clicked instantly. It was strange, but cool.
Like me and Mickey, then? Except for the sex, of course.
That's a pretty big except for, Fiona.
Oh, I guess so. She's the crazy one, Emma is. Not crazy as in mad as a hatter, but crazy in a good way. Fun to be around.
Nah, I'm done with Patter.
Weird.
Exactly, darling. She's a flirt, too, and the boys seem to drop like flies at her feet. No wonder. She's a real looker, I don't have to tell you. I'm sure she could have been a model if she'd wanted, but she's an artist, and a good one, too. I really think she'll be a successful artist. Her sculptures are getting a lot of attention.
Anything else?
Anything else you can tell me about Emma?
She ought to be a little more careful sometimes. She's a flirt, and although she doesn't mean any harm, some lads don't take too well to being teased and rejected. You should tell her that, though, being her best friend and all.
I have told her. She won't listen.
No. She does worry me a little, but she's a big girl and she can take care of herself. I'm certainly happy to have her living here. Next to you and Charlie, she's my favourite tenant.
What did you think of me when we first met?
That's a peculiar question, isn't it? I thought you were quite lovely. I still do, darling.
Do you remember the day I arrived?
Of course, darling. It wasn't that long ago, and I'm not senile quite yet. It was in May, wasn't it? Charlie referred you to me, and you were quite at a loss. First day in the city, wasn't it? I remember. You looked like a lost puppy.
Puppy? Me?
When I saw you lugging that suitcase across the bridge, my heart went out to you. I'm glad you came here. You could have been lost anywhere else.
How long have you known Charlie?
Oh, he's one of our oldest tenants. It's close to 3 years, I believe, since he moved in. Charlie is always in a good mood, and he's such a gentleman.
I agree. He's an actual, genuine gentleman.
And you don't see a lot of gentlemen these days, trust me. You have a very good friend in him, darling. Perhaps even more than a friend.
What do you mean, more than a friend?
Not for me to say, darling. If you don't realize it yet, you will.
Yeah, and what about, asshole upstairs?
What's up with Zach Lee?
Zach? I think we both feel the same way about him, darling. He's not actually a bastard. If he was, I'd have had him out of here in an instant. But he is an arse, and a stuck-up, pompous, arrogant wanker.
My thoughts exactly. Aside from that wanker bit.
Still, he pays his rent on time and he doesn't make a lot of noise. He keeps to himself. And most importantly, he's shit scared of me, so I can't just kick him out.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Fiona.
Me? Why? There's not much to say, darling. I love my job, I love Venice, and I love being with Mickey. I'm a happy girl. Sure, sometimes I wish I could go back to England to see my family, but that's water under the bridge, so to speak. I'm very happy with myself and my life here in Newport.
How long have you and Mickey been together?
Mickey and I have been together since I was 19. She was in her late 30s then. The older, wiser, worldly woman. I found her sweet and charming and intriguing. When I finally realized she was neither of those things, it was too late. I was in love. She stole me away from my dreary British inner-city life, and she brought me here. She was no knight in shining armor, that's for sure. But she knew how to treat me like a woman.
You guys make a great couple.
You think so, darling? Yes, I guess we do. And the sex is amazing.
You don't get tired of talking about your sex life, do you?
Never. And if I ever do, please shoot me.
Can you tell me something about the border house?
That's one of my favorite topics, darling. What precisely do you want to know?
What made you decide to run a boarding house?
That's a long story. One of the reasons Mickey and I got together was that we shared a passion for the classic English country inns. You know, quaint, weathered buildings, funny old ladies, and oddly suggestive names like the Lazy Cock.
So why come here to the big city? To America?
We wanted to create a place with a similar atmosphere and hospitality here in Newport. Like a safe house for people like you and I to call home, if only for a short while. So we discussed different options for a few months, and then we decided we wanted to start a boarding house for young, penniless students and artists.
You decided you wanted to do that here in Venice?
We knew that Venice was the place for us long before we came here, but the hard part was finding a building cheap enough.
And this building was available?
Not at first. Like most of the buildings in Venice, this one used to be a factory. But when we first looked at it, a local company was planning to turn it into a bar and nightclub. It was so perfect for our purposes, though, that we appealed to the Venice Borough Council. And after outlining our plans, they gave us the go-ahead at a reduced price, provided we kept our promises regarding our tenants.
What inspired the name Border House?
That came quite naturally when we saw the place. It's on the border between two worlds, isn't it? Between Venice and the city itself. And at the same time, I also believe we're on the border between two more abstract worlds. Between art and spirit on the one hand, and science and technology on the other.
That's very poetic, Fiona.
Yes, I've practiced. I may be an inner-city girl, but I can philosophize and bullshit with the best of them.
I'll say this, Fiona is not that far off on what she said of between two worlds.
Do you and Mickey own the place together?
We own it together, yes, and we've shared the responsibilities between us. Mickey takes care of the maintenance of the building, and I busy myself with the administrative tasks. I also take care of the day-to-day management of our tenants, like deciding whether or not to let someone rent a room. And, of course, the unpleasant business of booting someone out.
I thought you enjoyed that part.
Yes, all right. In some cases I do, but not always. It can get quite messy.
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could help you out, darling.
Yeah, yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said this game was dialogue heavy. Okay, basically, if you're not the type of person that gets bored, if you're the kind of person that gets bored easily with this, then this Let's Play is definitely not for you. Or the game, you know. So anyway.
What can you tell me about Venice?
I don't really know much about the history of Venice. You should really ask someone with an interest in local affairs. What I do know is that this whole neighborhood used to be an industrial area, and that about 100 years ago they converted most of the buildings into residences for students and the homeless. And it's a nice place to live, certainly. Friendly people, liberal attitudes, great clothing stores, quite perfect, aside from that dreadful stench from the canals in the summertime.
My mouse is missing. There it is.
What's the story behind my apartment?
Your apartment? It's more a room than anything else. Not much more than a large closet, really.
It's not that small.
It's one of our smallest rooms, but it's cheap and it's on a nice floor. I hope you're happy there.
I like it. It's convenient. And it's got, an interesting view.
That's nice to hear, darling. As for the story behind it, no unexplained deaths or hidden pirate treasures, I'm afraid. Just a long string of students on a tight budget.
Do you like Newport?
The city? I stay in Venice most of the time. It's easy to forget we're just a tiny little pocket in the middle of a sprawling urban wasteland. But do I like it? I think Newport is one of the great cities of our age. Love it or hate it, you can't argue with that.
And which one is it? Love or hate?
I haven't decided yet, darling. Ask me again in another 15 years. Perhaps I'll have an answer then.
I don't know if this is a repeat of earlier, but I'll try it anyway.
Tell me some more about the border house.
What precisely do you want to know?
Is it a
Thanks
repeat?
for the information.
Yeah, apparently it
I
is.
could help you out, darling.
That was easy.
I don't have any more questions right now.
Don't hesitate asking if there's something else you want to know.
I'd better get going.
Off to school.
Yeah, there are no more classes this semester, but I have to finish my painting by next Thursday.
For what it's worth, darling, good luck. And don't work too hard, all right?
Yeah, but, that pink note there is.
I saw this note on the corkboard. I think the ring might belong to me.
I'm sorry I have to ask, but could you describe the ring?
Sure thing. It says Sweet 16. My dad gave it to me. I think it was the only birthday of mine he remembered, or at least acknowledged.
Yes, that's the one. I found it under the sofa when I was vacuuming. Here you are, darling.
Thanks. It's not worth much, but it's got a certain sentimental value for me.
It's a very pretty ring.
Yeah, it is. My dad never gave me anything pretty before or since. He must have won a poker game or something that day. You know what's strange? I don't hate him. He's a bastard and he treated me like crap almost every single day of my life. But I don't hate him. I feel sorry for him.
Why?
Because he doesn't know how to love. He can't love anybody or anything. And because he'll be miserable every second of every minute of every day until the day he dies. God, I'm glad that life is behind me. I hope I never have to see him again. No, that doesn't sound right. I've made a choice not to see him again. Ever.
Okay, then. Anyway, let's get out of here. Also, if you want April to move somewhere faster, you can double-click on an area.
I love this mural. Even though the motif is a little trite. I mean, fairy tale forests and magical dragons? Still, it's pretty. I wonder what happened to the artist. Probably making a bundle from cheesy fantasy calendars and book covers.
Anyway, wait a minute. Let's look over here. Just a little bit. We have to head this way.
Wow! I can see right into the common room. That's amazing. The shades are drawn.
Thingy. It's just called a thingy.
Rust is the very definition of Venetian architecture. Think of San Francisco without the hills, Paris without the cafes. Venice wouldn't be the same without the rust. It would be better, not the same.
Alright, I'm gonna save it right here, just in case. Alright, now this is actually our first puzzle. We can do this at any time, but I think it's better if we do it right now. Okay, basically we need to get the clamp here. But we can't because it's wholly in the water.
It seems the clamp served a purpose after all. What a surprise.
Basically, we gotta stop the water from going through this pipe. And yeah, this is our first
The
puzzle.
clamp's keeping the hose closed, so it won't leak.
Yeah.
I guess that's a pressure gauge. It's at 100. That's percent, I guess. 100% pressure? The water tank's full.
Got a wheel.
What a mystifying contraption, and completely absurd. What are all these valves and wheels and thingamajigs for? What grand purpose does it all serve?
Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is something to do with these cables.
That cable's been ripped in two.
We need to connect it to start the machine on, since it's actually disabled. And we need the gold ring for that. So let's connect
I
it.
hope it doesn't melt or anything. It's alive!
Okay. In fact, no. Let me save it here. This point, just in case. I don't remember how this went. Basically, I need to flip these switches in certain order, the left and right screws, until they form until these all turn green, and then we turn the valve on this, and then the wheel, and this will go down to 0, and we can take the clamp. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we turn this twice, I think. And we turn this once. Turn this twice again, I think. This again. And this once. And this once, I think. And oh god, I don't know what. It's been so long. I don't think I got this right. Oh, we're supposed to make these all face horizontally. Oh, I get it. All right. Yeah, I think I screwed up. Okay. Do over. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this was right. So fuck, I think I did it again. Son of a bitch. Why am I so bad at this? Okay. I had the right idea. Maybe I'm supposed to... Okay, so... this... and... I don't... I'm so bad at this. Okay, wait, maybe if I keep it like that, then maybe I can... No. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to look it up. So basically, it goes like this. Okay, you turn the right screw 2 times, like I did before. I got that right. Then the left screw twice. Then you turn the left one once. Then right 3 times. 2, 3. Then left 1. And then right 1. And there we go. Now all we gotta do is turn the valve on this thing. That lowers the pressure half of...
It's currently at 0%. No pressure.
Okay. Then we turn the wheel. And now we can take the clamps. Hopefully. There we go. Okay. Now, a lot of people have made this mistake, but the thing is that you have to get the gold ring back.
I'm not leaving my gold ring. Somebody's going to have to replace that cable eventually.
Because if you leave the gold ring behind, you're screwed, because we need this towards the end of the game. Alright. Let's get on out of here. And here we have Cortez.
That's Cortez. He sits in the same spot almost every day. I hate to admit it, but he scares me a little.
Let's talk to him.
Oye, señorita.
Yes?
How are you this morning, señorita bonita?
I'm fine. And you?
Sunshine and pretty señoritas give an old man like me the blues. I like my days cold and rainy. In fact, I think I prefer the world to be in black and white.
Like an old movie.
Like all good movies. But tell me, señorita Ryan, how would you describe your perfect day?
Hot and sunny like this one.
Well then, you should be happy to be alive today, yes? It is a perfect day. But you are not happy, are you? You are troubled by nightmares.
What?
You are afraid of them. You even fear your dreams may be real.
Who told you about my nightmares?
No one. I can tell from looking into your eyes. I see the ghosts that haunt you.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but from now on, stay the hell away from me in my personal life.
No puedo, señorita Ryan. You have a destiny.
Destiny? I don't care what you think. Just leave me alone.
If you don't face them, I'm afraid your nightmares will continue. Soon they will appear to you even when you're awake.
You need some serious help, you know that?
We all do, April. That's the reason we are here, you and me.
That's it. I don't have to listen to this.
Perdóname. I've upset you. We didn't think you'd react this way. I hope we can talk again soon.
I don't think so, no.
Please, think about it. And señorita, cuidado. Be careful.
Now, April's diary. Friday morning again. Okay, so I'm like on my way to school. I'm half asleep. I'm hot. The weather's been unbearable these past few days, to say the least. I just want to get to the studio as soon as possible. And then this guy, Cortez, who's sitting outside the house like he does every single day, calls me over. Fine, okay, I got nothing against the guy personally. I make small talk about the weather, just trying to get it over with. And then, how would he know that I've been having nightmares? Unless Emma or Charlie or Fiona told him. I know they wouldn't have. How could he know? And I know he's nuts, but to think that I may have some kind of destiny The guy's been doing too many raptures or whatever they popped back when he was double digits. You might want to rethink that. She'll change her mind eventually. Welcome to the year 2209.
From what I've been told, the clock stopped on the very day of the infamous Venice massacre in 2109, to the minute the police opened fire on the squatters.
What? Can you explain more, April? Okay, no. Alright. Yeah, let's just run our way to the subway. There's also a park and the cafe, which is the Fringe Cafe, but I don't think we need to go there right now, I don't think.
I wonder what the homeless people do in the wintertime. Supposedly, it gets biting cold here in Newport, and I don't know if there are any shelters anymore.
I don't remember. Maybe it's the park? I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to go to the subway just yet. So let's go to the park. Yeah, here it is. This is the place.
Nothing adds more to the tranquility of a city park than a huge rusty iron bridge. Very cubist, and not my style at all. This guy's out here all day long, all year. He never stops painting. Ever. And I doubt he's ever finished even one painting.
But I guess he'd take lessons from you. Alright, let's get to the academy. Gotta finish that painting.
It's the official VAVA notice board. Only registered students are allowed to put notices up here. The Venice Academy of the Visual Arts. World-renowned, prestigious, expensive, and my future alma mater, if all goes well with the exhibition and I get my grant, that is. That's Mary Sam, VAVA's founding mother and pro-Venice activist back before the riots. She was assassinated by a corporate hired gun right after the school opened some 90 years ago. Bishop and Anne Marie. He's a photography student. She's in my life study class. Nice couple. No,
Right,
I've got too much to do right now.
Yeah. Might as well just head on inside. Oh, wait, never mind. Well, that's not
Somebody's throwing away a rubber glove.
Let's take it. Might as well. Another thing I got.
Somebody toss out a perfectly good work glove with just one big hole in it. What a terrible, terrible waste. Nice. Very Van Goghish, with just a hint of Munch. Olav's on a roll. Again. Does that guy ever run out of inspiration or energy? Must be the cold Norwegian winters. Nothing else to do but paint.
I'm surprised he hasn't melted, despite the way that you've been talking about the weather.
Don't want to disturb him.
True enough. One of the things that I wanted to mention...
There's a really nice one here on Turner. I love his landscapes.
I keep clicking. Okay, one of the things that I actually want to talk about is that April is actually more higher res. And I'm saying this, she's more higher res than any of the other character models in this game. Hollow sculpture.
Emma's really good with the hollow sculptor, and her imagination is so vivid. Good thing we're best friends, or I might be jealous. These sinks are as old as the building itself, but at least they've been renovated quite recently. Some books on color, composition, and duck hunting? Those sketchbooks belong to some of the other students who share the space. I can only think of two things more depressing than a blank canvas: death and taxes.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's get started. Let's paint. At least pretend we're making progress. Alright.
Hiya.
Emma? Hi! I didn't expect to see you here today.
Me neither. Are you busy?
Nah. Well, I am. But I was about to wrap up for today anyway. Why? What's going on?
I have an important message for you.
Yeah? From whom?
Believe it or not, girlfriend, but it's from Cortez.
Excuse me?
He said to tell you that he wants to meet you, these are his exact words, where children visualize their dreams.
Visualize dreams? What's that supposed to mean?
Me? I was hoping you would know.
Huh.
Did he talk to you about nightmares?
No. Why?
I don't know. It's just... my dreams are really starting to bother me.
There you go again with dreams. You're obsessing, April. They're just dreams. Sometimes a banana is just a banana.
And a dragon is just a dragon.
What's dragons got to do with it? Oh, don't tell me you had a dream about dragons.
Yep.
A dragon. A talking dragon.
I'm gonna regret this, but what happened in your dream?
Well, there was a dragon.
Obviously.
I think we established that already. You had a dream about a dragon.
Not just any dragon, though. A talking dragon.
Yes, we established that
Yep,
too.
we've been through that. Talking dragon covered. What did it say?
She. It was a she, a female dragon.
What, you could tell from the skirt, high heels, and lipstick?
Don't mock me, Emma. She said something to me. Something about being the mother of the future.
She probably said time to get up and go to school, April.
If you don't want to take my dreams seriously, I'll just stop telling you about them.
Is that a promise?
Like you're in any position to make fun of my dreams? Have you looked at your sculptures lately?
Oh, that's low. I'd punch you out if I wasn't so hungry. You want to go get some lunch at the Fringe?
I'll drop by after I clean up around here.
I'll be there for a while, so bye.
So we're technically done with the paint already. Okay.
Who's there? Okay. That was not a dream, I think.
Now it's getting spooky. It's Friday afternoon. I actually got some work done on my painting this morning. What a shocker, right? What triggered this avalanche? Okay, it was more like a light drizzle, to be honest. Of creativity, the cup of cocoa I had last night, the weather, my pent-up sexual desires, my dreams. Sure, a nightmare about a talking tree. Wait, no. A wood spirit, a female dragon, and a chaos vortex? That sure released some kind of creative juices. Yeah, right. Okay, so I work on my pain for a few hours, and then Emma drops by and drops a bomb on me. This person, Cortez, he wants to meet me, and not only that, he doesn't just come out and say where he wants to meet me. No, he gives Emma a riddle for me to solve, where kids visualize their dreams. Oh boy, this guy is nuts. He can just wait where kids visualize their dreams for the rest of the summer, as far as I'm concerned. So I finally snapped and gone off the deep end. I just knew my nightmares would fry my brain cells eventually, but I never imagined I'd start seeing things. But there it was, as clear as the day, and I'm thinking, should I go get myself committed now or after dinner? Because, April girl, I gotta tell you, what you saw today is not exactly the product of a healthy mind. Hollow sculptures don't just come to life without there being drugs or plain old lootiness involved. But then again, if I am insane, why aren't I seeing fluffy pink rabbits right now? How come nobody has noticed anything weird about me? I think maybe, and I hate to say this, I think maybe I gotta talk to this Cortez guy after all, because he did say something about my nightmares coming to life. Okay, now I know I'm going crazy. Okay, well, there's nothing much to do here, so let's just head out of here. Oh, Olaf's not here.
Nice hair color.
Random. And he's still painting. Alright. I think we can head to the cafe. What's going on here?
Man, those guys are in trouble. Don't they know that skateboarding is strictly prohibited in Newport?
Okay, apparently skateboarding is punishable by death, apparently, since there's this officer, I think, just pointing his gun at everyone. Alright, let's get to the cafe.
If I turn that wheel, would the drain pipes of the universe open up and swallow all solid matter? It could happen.
What's this big ball here? Wait, Death Star?
Can you say Death Star?
Apparently she thinks it looks like a Death Star, alright.
Where it goes, nobody knows.
Mystery door.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody pass through that door. Isn't that peculiar? And if I was Nancy Drew, I might actually care. Rusty pipes. They're hundreds of years old, installed way back when Venice was an industrial area. See, I know some local history. I think people should have the good sense to do that kind of stuff behind closed doors. At least as long as I don't have a boyfriend. It amazes me why backpackers flock to Newport. You'd think they'd have the good sense to stick to India, Australia, and the near-Earth colonies. The Fringe Cafe, my home away from home. I really don't mind working there. It's a nice place. I mean, it ranks nice on a scale from begging for food at the bottom to just scraping by at the top. I intend to make a career of it.
Alright. And we got a candy jar here.
Complimentary candy for paying customers only. Stan has a habit of taking it out of your salary if you, get the munchies.
Let's grab one.
I'm sure Stan won't notice if I dig gently into his supply. He's got crates of these in the back.
And this is Charlie.
That's my good friend Charlie. He was the first person I met when I came to Venice, and I love him dearly. As a friend.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Charlie.
April, Nice to see you, girl. You know, I came to wake you this morning, but you'd already left. Early bird catches the worm.
No, early bird finishes the damn painting on time. Have you seen Cortez around?
As a matter of fact, I have. And he was asking for you.
He asked about me?
Yeah, where you were. He had a message for you. I told him to give it to Emma, that she would be more likely to bump into you.
I got it, but I have no idea what it means.
Cortez can be a little strange.
Do you know where he was going?
No, but he seemed interested in that poster next to the jukebox. They put it up earlier today.
What poster did you say he was interested in?
The one by the
jukebox.
jukebox. As I said.
Do you have any idea where kids would be able to, visualize their dreams?
Maybe in therapy.
I don't think that's it, Charlie.
Then I don't know.
Thanks.
Anytime, April.
How's work going today?
Aside from the trouble with the plumbing, everything's been peaceful. Emma's here with Marcus and Isabel. Other than that, I mean, it's been a quiet morning. Everyone must be home out of the sun, yeah?
Or on holiday.
Perfect time for it, too. The city's just boiling in July, and it gets even hotter in August. You should have stayed out in the country until the autumn, girl. It's cooler out there, yeah?
I think I prefer this heat to the heat I got at home.
You're safe now, yeah? We take care of you, April.
You do. I'm lucky.
It's not luck. You're a good person. And you deserve good friends. You help me out when I'm in a state, yeah?
You're always in a good mood, Charlie.
Yeah, but you never know. You're there if I ever need you. I know that.
You doing anything special tonight?
Working. I should really be at rehearsal, but I need the money. I'm going home for a week before school starts in September.
Right, you told me. Well, that's great. It's been years since your last trip home, right?
Yeah, right. You remember well, girl. 4 years. My father and I, well, we haven't been on good terms since I left.
I know how that feels.
Isn't it such a cliche, though? I don't look forward to seeing him again, but it will be nice to be back with the rest of the family, especially my sisters, you know, and my mom.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Charlie?
Why would I mind, girl?
What's your take on Cortez?
Why do you want to talk about Cortez? I don't know him that well. He's been around for as long as I can remember, but I really never talked to the man.
Do you think he's as crazy as some people say?
No, he's not crazy. Just a little eccentric. He doesn't give a donkey's ass what people think or say about him. And that's cool. I don't know. I have a feeling there's a lot more to Cortez than what he wants us to believe. That man has had an eventful life, I'm sure.
Anything else that comes to mind about Cortez?
What else? I don't know what to tell you, girl. When he's not talking about books, he talks about old movies. He loves the classics, calls them real art.
What was it about me that made you want to be my friend, Charlie?
Everything, girl. You're a sweet peach. No, it's true. I liked you from the very beginning. When you first came into the cafe with a suitcase in each hand, lost and bewildered.
God, thanks for reminding me. I was such a country bumpkin.
No, everyone who comes to Venice looks like that, girl. This is the village of the damned, don't you know?
How long have you known Emma?
I met Emma about a year ago when she started studying at Vava. She moved into the room just opposite mine, and we became friends almost immediately. I like her a lot, and the two of you are the best friends I've ever had.
Thanks, Charlie. The same goes for me. Did you ever tell Emma that?
Yeah, I told her, and she jokes about it. That's just Emma. I know she appreciates me telling her, though.
Does Emma's behavior ever worry you?
She can seem a little out of control from time to time, but she's smarter than people give her credit for. I think she's able to take good care of herself. She's a brilliant artist. Her sculptures are inventive and beautiful.
I know. Sometimes I'm in awe. They just don't seem to match her personality.
She's a deep person, but she hides it well. She's more comfortable being a ditzy teenager than a professional artist. But around the two of us, sometimes she lets the disguise drop. I love her when she does that.
Do you like living in Venice?
I love Venice. I've been here 3 years now, and I haven't grown tired of it yet. I don't know if I ever will. Venice is like a college campus. There are so many young people here from all over the world. And the mix of nationalities and ideologies and ethnicities is refreshing and inspiring. The fact that we're also right in the middle of one of the great cities on Earth is just a bonus. Call Newport whatever you want, at least it's alive, and there's always something going on. Yeah, Venice is my kind of place, and I'm not planning on leaving anytime soon. At least not as long as all my friends are living here.
What about you, Charlie?
What about me?
Yeah? When was the last time you talked about yourself?
I don't talk about myself, girl. You know that.
Still, I'd like to talk about you for a bit.
If you want, just in general, or is there anything in particular you want to know?
What's your biggest dream?
A dark stage, a packed auditorium, and a single spotlight. Dancing, girl, don't you know? I'm a good dancer, but I need to be among the best to make it out in the real world. So I'll keep studying and I'll keep working as a waiter to support my studies, just like you.
How did you end up in Venice?
At home, there wasn't much professional training available for dancers. And my father, he was not happy about my choice of career. He wanted me to work in the factories like him and his father. Out here in Venice, everyone's got their own dreams, and people are supportive of each other no matter how crazy those dreams might be.
Your dream isn't crazy at all, Charlie. You're already halfway there.
But I still have a long way to go. You're right, girl. I can make it if I work hard enough. So can you. Because we're both just so damn talented.
Are you happy working here at the cafe?
We make decent money, if that's what you mean. I don't want to be a bartender for the rest of my life, obviously. But yeah, I'm happy I have a job. And you work here too, so I get to hang out with my friend, right?
If it wasn't for that, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Hard work and lousy pay. The hours are flexible, and like you said, I get to hang out with you and my other friends. That's all I wanted to know, Charlie.
Okay.
Thanks, Charlie. I have to get going, Charlie.
Take care, all right? Remember, you're supposed to get paid today. Stan's not gonna remember unless you bug him about it.
Yeah, and we need to do that. So, let's go visit Stan. That's him right there, but we can talk to Emma and Marcus here.
That's my... well, Emma's friend, really. Marcus. He's a VAVA student as well.
Before we talk to Stanley, let's check out the poster next to the jukebox.
Roma Gallery presents Growing Pains. Exhibition by and for kids and teenagers. Could this be what Cortez was talking about? Where kids visualize their dreams? I think this may be it. Where's the Roma Gallery located? It's a poster ad for an exhibition called Growing Pains at the Roma Gallery.
Yeah. Well, there's a ticket here.
I never never say no to a complimentary ticket.
Maybe it'll tell us where it is. Come on, there we go.
It's the address. The gallery's located near the Watertown Bridge. It's all the way over in West Venice, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna have to catch the Metro Line subway to get there.
And to do that, we need money to pay for the card, and that's where Stanley comes in. It turns out that where kids visualize their dreams is an exhibition called Growing Pains at the Roma Gallery. That's down by the Watertown Bridge in West Venice, too far to walk. I have to take the subway. It's an exhibition of work by inner-city kids. I guess the theme is dreams, which by some strange twist of fate is what everything's about today. So Roma Gallery it is. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. Senor Cortez is just a little too creepy for comfort, but I'm in desperate need of some answers. So it's bye-bye to choice, hello destiny. Alright. What's,
Fresh bread. I love the food in this place. We have a great kitchen.
Let's go get some bread. We're gonna need it for later. Alright. Let's talk to Emma.
Settle this one for us, April. When did Roindale release Sidetracked?
04, right after the Morning Star exile, those sons of bitches.
With blood on their boots. Yeah. Told you so, Marcus.
You said 03.
I was closer than you. 07, and you call yourself a fan.
I don't.
Did you speak with Zach today?
Why?
He was upset. Called you a stuck-up bitch.
He what? You gotta be kidding me. I wasn't even that rude to him.
He thinks so. So that even if you came crawling to his door, he wouldn't give you the time of day. Said you called him an asshole.
Oh, God. I really don't know when to shut my mouth, do I?
So we heard that.
Who cares? It's Zach. He hates you, so what? No great loss.
That's true.
So what else is going on? What are you doing this afternoon?
Actually, I came by to see if I could find Cortez.
What's with you and this guy? You'd rather spend time with him than us?
I have to find out what the message means.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything except what I already told you. Ask Charlie. He spoke with Cortez earlier.
What are you doing?
Staying here. What else? I'm meeting a friend later, but that's not until 9. We're waiting for Isabel and then we're gonna eat. But I guess you're not hungry.
No.
Figures. I don't know why I even bother asking.
Who's this friend you're meeting later? Don't tell me it's that guy you were out with last night.
Are you gonna tell me I shouldn't get involved with men like him?
No, of course not. I'm not your... You don't need me to tell you that, Emma.
Well, I wish you would, 'cause you're right. I shouldn't, he's a bastard. But he's so cute and charming and, you know, very good in bed. I just can't help myself. But he's not a keeper, don't worry about that. It's just this thing, just a fling.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Emma?
Like I don't tell you everything that's going on anyway? Of course you can ask me questions, like, duh.
What's your, take on Cortez?
My take on Cortez. What's that, like a diplomatic way of saying what the F is this guy's glitch?
Sure, let's go with that one.
You know, I think Cortez is a barrel of laughs, in a good way. Everybody thinks they got him all figured out, you know? Like he's the resident weirdo. But I know that just ain't true. I've talked with Cortez, and the guy is brilliant. He's weird, yeah, and he's up in the clouds, and I think he believes in aliens, which is cool, but girl, he's smart. I mean, I'm not talking professor smart here. I'm talking real life, seen it all, been there, done that, smart. Useful smart. Experienced smart. And ooh, I gotta tell you, the guy's cultured. Ask him about anything, art, music, movies, books. He's current on most topics, which scares me because it seems he's always just, I don't know, hanging around doing nothing. He rarely goes anywhere. And it's like he's waiting for something. Or someone.
Yeah, maybe Jerry Garcia.
You're bad. No, I don't think he's a doper. I mean, listen to the guy. What he says may sound a little out there, but the way he says it... No, he's not on Amethyst, that's for sure. And one more thing, he is cute.
He's what?
Cute.
Emma, he's like 60.
Did you ever see his eyes? Those are not the eyes of an old man. And so what if he's 60? He's better looking than most of the guys I date and so much nicer.
Then I think you've been swimming in the shallow end of the gene pool for too long, Emma. I mean, come on, a 60-year-old screwball with a ponytail and an exotic accent? Hello?
Well, we'll see.
Did you speak with Charlie today?
Yeah, for a few minutes. Why?
Nothing. Just wondered is all.
April, did he say anything to you at all?
About what?
About... nothing. I mean, I don't know anything. Which isn't true because I don't lie, but he... Ugh, forget it. If we were having this conversation in a movie, I'd be going, like... Shit, girl, get your act together, open your eyes! But I don't think that's a good idea. Not in real life. Because real life has a nasty habit of hurting people's feelings.
Did you finish your sculpture for the exhibit?
Pretty much. I'm happy with it, and I know that if I go back and keep working on it, I'll just kill it. So I think I'll leave it alone. You?
It just came to life and attacked me.
Don't ask. I'm praying it'll finish itself one of these days.
Sure. Could happen. It could so happen. But I wouldn't count on it.
I'll have it ready in time.
Yes, you will, or I'll kick your ass so hard that you'll...
Okay, I got it. Thanks for the inspiration. Thanks, Emma.
Thanks for what? For talking to you? Girlfriend, what the hell is the matter with you? Snap out of it.
I gotta run.
See you around, stranger.
Alright. I don't know if the jukebox is interactable. I think it is. But come on. Interact with it. There we go.
It took some convincing, but Stan finally agreed to put the jukebox on free play. I'll just choose a track at random.
Alright, let's not be around the bush. Let's talk to Stanley.
What you doing here? You ain't working this afternoon, are you? I don't want my employees work 24 hours a day. Go, get sleep.
But I'm just...
Damn, woman, do I have to babysit you?
It's nice to see you too, Stanley. No, I'm not working today. I just came by to...
Oh, don't ever say those two words when I'm around. I don't think my ulcer can take it.
You? And nice?
Not working.
That's funny. No, working and not.
Yeah.
Don't use those two words in the same sentence. Damn, I get creeps even when I say them.
I'd like to get paid.
Damn, woman, don't you know I got a migraine already? Paid? God damn it. Why'd they have to make that word sound so obscene? Listen, why don't you leave old Stan alone, huh? They make me feel a whole hell of a lot better. Choo, choo, be good, little girl, hmm?
I'd still like to get paid, though.
Mighty mana, woman. You really know how to rub it in. God damn it. Yeah, all right. You got your timesheet?
Yes?
Yes? Yes? Let's see it. God damn, you think I'm gonna take your word for a woman?
All right. Come on. Interact it. Thank you.
Here you are, my timesheet.
Don't say that word too loud, sweetheart. You're killing me. Let's see. What is this? Huh? No. Did I sign this? What I thinking?
So?
At least it doesn't look like it's been forged. Thanks.
Thanks? Where's my money?
Oh, you ain't getting it now. Next week, honey. I write down this amount in my ledger. Don't you worry your head from it.
I need the money now.
I need the money now, Stanley.
Yeah, we all need money now. That ain't gonna happen. Next week, I tell you.
Forget that. I quit.
You're quitting? You can't quit. You work for me. Nobody quits this job, honey.
I can quit. And I'm quitting. I quit.
Damn, woman. You know how hard it is to find people to take a crappy job like this one? I need you.
Just as much as you need the money?
All right. Jesus, I give you your damn money. What was it, 50 bucks?
$375, Stanley, cash.
Oh, sure, cash. 300. Are you sure? I pay you guys way too much. All right, give me your CC.
Thank you, Stanley.
Fine, sure, whatever. Hey, just I mean it. You free tonight? Wanna pull a shift? Sandra, she out sick and I need a replacement pronto. How about it?
Okay, now it doesn't matter what you pick. The only difference is that the ending cutscene of the first chapter will be different. Basically, if you say yeah, then you can come back here and finish off chapter 1. But if you say no, you can just head back home. It doesn't really make a difference. It's just that it will have like a different cutscene outcome. And the thing is that even if you pick one, you'll actually get to hear what the other option might have been. You know, if you'd done it. I can't explain in full detail. You'll just have to. I'll explain it later at the beginning of chapter 2, which will be in the next video. But in this one, I'm just gonna say no.
No, sorry, I have plans.
Plans? Plans on a Friday? Mighty mana, what's the world come to? Get out from here. Leave me alone with my migraine and ulcer.
It won't matter. It's just, you know, like I said, just a different cutscene. There's no real outcome out of it. So, all right. We got money, but we're not going to go to the subway just yet. We're going to head back to the border house. Now, we don't exactly need to do this right away. We can do it at any time, but I think we can only we really need to do it, you know, in chapter 2, but we can also do it here in chapter 1, so we might as well just get it out of the way first off. So what we're going to do is that we're going to head back here, go up the stairs, and go back into the old room. Now, I think I actually made a mistake on my first go through here. I think what we're supposed to do is, I don't know. Anyway, look out the window. Okay. I think we're supposed to pull the chain to get the wire here. No. Okay, never mind then. But anyway, one of the things that we need to do is this. We take the bread and we dump it on the rubber ducky. Whoops.
Clank?
Yep, and I think we can use the chain now. And there we go, we got the rope. Alright. We're still not done yet. We need to head back out, and we need to head to the Fringe Cafe again. So let's do that.
I know that duck. Bon voyage, ducky!
But yeah. Let's head to the cafe, and that's where the duck is, the rubber duck is going to be, and we're going to need it. And faster. There we go. And here it is. Come on. There we go.
It's a rubber ducky. It looks disturbingly familiar. But how the heck did it get all the way over here?
The canals. Alright, and now we got it in our inventory. Now, I don't remember if there's like a... I think we're supposed to eat one of the candy.
God, it's awful.
No.
It tastes like mouthwash.
And we put the sticky candy, if I remember, on the duck. No. We put it on somewhere, I think. Oh, I don't know. I'll remember eventually. But anyway. I think we put like a bandage on the rubber ducky, but I don't remember where we get the bandage. I don't think that's important right now. But anyway, we can go to the subway now. Oh, there's a commemorative plaque here. I didn't even notice that.
It's a plaque commemorating the Venice Massacre of 2109. It reads, "In honor of those who died defending our right to live."
Well, considering that was over 100 years ago, according to this game, what in the hell exactly happened?
The gates scan everybody who goes in and out of the station and compares their genetic signature with the database. If you haven't paid your fare, the alarm goes off and the cops show up.
Okay, so we gotta use this gene scanner. Alright. Now, let's see here.
According to the instructions, I push a button with a stylized hand, wave my cash card in front of the round thingy, and then stand still for a few seconds. Good. I can stand still.
Alright, so what we need to do is that we have single, which is we only do it once, then there's day, which we do for the whole day, and then there's week. We have to do week.
Just in case.
So we're gonna go week, and then we go into our inventory and wave the our cash card. in front of it. Then we'll scan us.
$15 subtracted from cash card. You are now free to travel on all Metroline subways for exactly 1 week. And remember, genetic forgery is a federal crime. Keep your genes clean. Have a nice day.
Alright, now we're free to go.
There's a high voltage cable running parallel with the rail, and something's gotten stuck between them. Looks like a large iron key.
Yeah, this large iron key is what we're going to need in the future, but we don't have the inventory to, you know, get these things just yet. So, into the train we go. Not many people on the train.
The screen really is ubiquitous. There's no escape anywhere.
Alright. Look up at the subway map to see where we need to go. And we have East Venice, which we already have. And then there's Bartown Bridge, where we need to go.
Newport Transit Systems. Another victim of Amethyst. Poor guy's drugged out on Amethyst. They say the first motor function to suffer is always rhythm. Big sound from such a small box.
Alright, let's go.
Hello, sir? Sir? I'll just leave my ticket here then, shall I? Yes. Yes, I guess I'll do that. Slow day, I guess.
Guess so.
It's a pointy-edged swan. There's absolutely nothing out there. Nothing. Oh, there's a city, an entire world even. But nothing. It's a short, nude creature with a snout. Very inspiring.
There's Cortez. Oh wait, we should actually examine him.
For the life of me, I can't figure out why Cortez wants to meet me. Come to think of it, why do I want to meet him?
Just want to know what your dreams are about?
About time you showed up.
About time? I spent more than...
Mira, this painting. Right here. Look.
You brought me all the way down here to look at a painting?
Yes, but there's more. Just look at it.
It's nice work.
It's very nice. But there's more to it than nice. Keep looking.
Who's the artist?
A boy named Warren Hughes. Not so long ago, I knew him and his family quite well. But he does not paint anymore.
What am I looking for?
What do you see?
Art?
I see art.
Art, yes. And beyond that. Beyond art.
Truth?
Truth. Exactly. A deeper truth. This painting, this particular work of art, speaks a deeper truth. It has a soul.
How can a painting have a soul?
It has a soul because it has an identity. It has a heart. The memory of this painting will survive beyond this moment. It will linger in your mind, become part of the tapestry of your subconscious. It has made a lasting impression on you, and you're not quite sure why.
It's just a painting by some kid. It's not as if it's a Picasso or a Monet.
Now you're arguing technique. Not every painting by Van Gogh or Michelangelo is real art either, although they all demonstrate great technique in craftsmanship. And the scribbled drawings of a 5-year-old child are rarely technically impressive, but they may still have a soul. They may still be real art.
So you're saying real art is not defined by the skill of the artist? Then what is art? If just anybody can create something more real than artists who spent their entire lives developing their skills?
Art is still the work of artists, and skill, craftsmanship, technique, those things are critical to the success of an artist's work. But alone, those things are merely pretense. For something to be real, to be truthful, the artist must shift part of him or herself into the work to transcend the illusion and reach for the truth of art.
And what is the truth of art?
Who knows? I've been asking myself that question for years.
Excuse me? You don't even know? And what's all this about all the questions and lectures on truth and delusion? For that matter, why did you ask me to come down here in the first place?
Because...
Actually, you didn't even ask me to come down. I spent my entire afternoon traveling all over Venice, deciphering a cryptic message, spending money I don't have on a subway ticket, only to have to stand here and listen to...
You saw something this afternoon. A waking dream, and you can't explain it. That's why you are here, isn't it?
Stupid mouse.
Yeah?
Good. And I'll do my best to explain everything. Just be patient. My point about art and truth is this, April. Some things look real, but are not. And other things may appear to be of no consequence at all, but are in fact invaluable. Like Warren's painting here. And your dreams. There is both truth and illusion in dreams, and in the images they create. The problem is in sorting the one from the other.
You're telling me my dreams are true?
I'm telling you there are things afoot, and that you need help in sorting the truth from the illusions. My help.
Well, that figures.
Good. I was hoping you'd understand.
No, actually, I didn't understand a single word. You talk about art and truth and dreams and illusions, and I still don't understand what it all has to do with me. There are things happening, yes, and I came here because I thought maybe you're crazy enough to believe me, to help me. I don't know, sort through the debris and come up with the plausible explanation. But no, you tell me my dreams might be true, that I need your help, and that there are things afoot. I mean, who says afoot? I've never heard anybody use the word before. There are things afoot.
Está bien. I understand your reluctance to believe me, señorita. But I cannot convince you here, now. Meet me tomorrow.
What?
Meet me tomorrow, and I will tell you everything.
Not again, no way.
But you will. Because you are compelled to do so by your own curiosity. Because you are drawn to mystery. And because despite your skepticism, you believe I have the answer to all your questions, yes?
No. No, I don't care. I just want to have a normal life. No nightmares, no visions, no strangers telling me that things are afoot. Comprende, amigo?
Ay, Dios mío. Is that the time? I've got to run, señorita Ryan. I'll see you tomorrow, then.
I said...
Goodbye.
Okay, then. Still Friday. This is a busy day for Dear Diary. A busy and weird day. Late afternoon. Cortez is, how shall I put this nicely, completely and totally out there. I mean, he goes on and on about the truth of art, and then it turns out that that's not the reason he wants to talk to me. But does he tell me why it's so urgent we see each other? No, he says, I'll have to wait until tomorrow. Right, yeah, as if. There's something strange going on, I know that, and it's obvious that it isn't just me losing touch with reality. Why would Cortez be involved if that's the case? So what the hell is happening? And does Cortez actually have some answers? I so don't want to hook up with the guy again. He freaks me out, big time. But I'm getting to a point where I'm thinking, do I have a choice? Do I? Well, that's one way to find out. Okay. There's nothing to do here except head back home. Now, like I said before, depending on what you said to Stanley, if you picked what I picked and said, no, I'm not gonna, come into work, basically all you just gotta do is just head back to the porterhouse. But if you do tell Stanley that, you want to, stay on the job, basically all you gotta do is head to the French Cafe and tell them that you're ready. So let's just head back to the porterhouse and end chapter 1. On.
Mickey's not usually the sit in front of the screen type of gal. Unlike Fiona, she's always working on something around the house. I guess that's why they're such a great couple. Mickey.
Yeah. There we go.
What's going on, Mickey?
Well, the water's been fixed, so you can take a hot shower if you want.
Great. I'll take a quick one before bedtime.
Mind you don't let everyone else go before you, 'cause in that case I can't guarantee that the water gets cold, you know?
Thanks, Mickey.
Yeah.
I heard you had a nightmare last night.
Did she tell you that? She can't keep her mouth shut, can't she? You can't, can you?
As if your screaming wasn't enough to wake up the whole building. And so what if you were having a nightmare? You are human, even though you'd like to think differently.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause an argument. It's just that I had a nightmare as well.
Good luck trying to get anything out of her. She's so very together, There'll be no chink in her armor. She's the Iron Lady. Well, bollocks.
Would you shut up, Fiona? I mean, for once, would you just shut up? Yes, I had a nightmare, and yes, it's none of your business. So don't try to make it your business.
I wasn't trying to intrude.
Fine. I just don't like talking about my dreams, yeah?
What was wrong with the pipes?
They're just old, like all of Venice. They're really old. Twice a year, every year, I have to spend a half a day freezing my ass off down in the canal performing emergency surgery on the pipes. Not that I don't love doing it, especially when my so-called partner's curled up on the sofa watching soaps all day long.
I'll talk to you later, Mickey.
Yeah.
They really knew how to...
Nope. Come on.
Have you been sitting here all day?
Pretty much, darling. I feel like a vegetable. How was your day, then?
You weren't here when I was popping the rubber ducky. That sounded wrong. It's been a weird day.
It's been a weird day.
How so?
Well, you know how some mornings you wake up, but you're not sure if you're really awake or if you're still just dreaming?
I feel like that every morning, darling. A pot of black coffee cures that in a flash.
That's how I've been feeling all day. Like I said, it's been a weird day. How's yours?
Exceedingly ordinary. Almost depressingly so. I poked my head out of the door once, for about a second, but thought better of it.
Mouse, come on. There we go.
What are you watching?
Nothing special. We were thinking about watching a movie later, though.
Yeah, which one?
They have quite a few new releases out. Did you ever see Victory Hotel?
No. Is it good?
That's what they say. So we might catch that one.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Are we back to
Why,
this
certainly,
again?
darling. About what?
Oh, okay, we can talk
Where
more.
did you find
All
my
right.
ring?
Under the sofa, darling. It must have slipped off your finger while you were watching a movie or something.
That's strange, because I've been keeping it in a box in my room. I rarely ever wear it, and I've never carried it around in my pocket. What do you think of Cortez?
I'm not sure what you mean, darling.
Do you think he's a little creepy?
Oh, he's harmless. That old hippie's been drugged up for 50 years, and he's not likely to come down anytime soon. Mickey likes him, but I'm not a big fan. But what can I do? He just sits outside the building, smoking or reading a book. He doesn't harm anyone.
How long has he been around?
Oh, I don't know. A year, maybe? He just showed up one day, and he hasn't left since.
He never leaves his spot?
He sleeps and eats, obviously. And sometimes he goes to some revival cinema uptown. Says that second to reading, old movies are his greatest passion.
What else can you tell me about Cortez?
One word I wouldn't use to describe him is lucid. He's always on about some bollocks idea, and you'd never know from listening to him that he's got any sense at all. People say he's quite sharp, though, quite intelligent, well-read, multilingual, and he's travelled all over the world, apparently, but still completely bonkers, if you ask me.
Thanks for your help, Fiona.
You're welcome, darling. Why don't you sit down and watch a movie with us, April?
You know what? That sounds like an excellent idea.
Well, Victory Hotel doesn't really look like a victory or a hotel. Okay. Well, April's not the only one that's seen it, so something's going on.
I've got to find Cortez and get him to explain what the hell's going on. Insane or not, he's the only person I can talk to about this.
Okay. April's diary. Saturday, July 29th, 2209. In a few hundred years, when my great-grandchildren rummage through the attic and find this book, they're probably going to have a ball. I'm not even sure if I want to write about what happened last night, because chances are I will never forget, ever, and future generations will likely be better off not knowing. But I'm sure now that whatever's going on, it's not just in my head, it's in everybody's head. Last night was proof positive of that, which begs the question, the things I've seen, my dreams, what's real and what's not. I'm afraid the only person who might be able to answer that question is Cortez. How's that for irony? That in order to prove to myself that I'm not going mad, I have to talk to one person I'm sure is totally insane. What a great way to start the weekend. Alright, we're going to save here. And I am going to leave it off here for now. But until then, I will see you later. Okay, I'm